Chapter 1 Songwriting is a Journey. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out just how far one can go. T.S. Eliot, Preface to Transit of Venus, Poems by Harry Crosby. For me, writing songs began somewhere between the butterfly-spotted hills of my family farm in southwest Michigan and my grandmother's organ. Somewhere between hymns and El Shaddai. Without understanding or even thinking, I simply sang what rose to the top of my heart. Many times I stood on the crossbar at the end of my metal swing set in the backyard and sang into the pole that ran across the top because it echoed like a microphone. My first music teacher was my grandma Millie. She played the organ and the piano by ear and completely captivated me. She was the first to move my little fingers onto the right keys to plunk out the melody to heart and soul. Grandma Millie went to heaven when I was almost 5 years old. My young heart was broken. But years later, I realized that was the same year my first official song floated into the air near the back pasture of that farm. Now I understand that this mantle of music was an inheritance. Through childhood, my love of songwriting continued to grow. Without realizing it, I became a student of lyric and melody. I used to play a game whenever a new contemporary Christian music album came out. I would listen to the record bit by bit, write down all the lyrics as they came, repositioning the needle or rewinding the cassette as needed. I would then compare them with the official lyric to see how many I got right. Only a lyricist would think this was fun. In our little country church, I would study the hymnal, noticing depth and themes and rhyme and patterns, sometimes for the whole service. It was there I learned the hymn, Take My Life and Let It Be, which contains these lines, Take my voice and let me sing, always only for my King. They took root in me for good when I was 14. As I got older, I traveled with my family singing special music in different area churches. Dad brought my little sound system, bought by my Grandma Josie, along with my background tracks and functioned as my tech team. Mom took me to piano and voice lessons during the week and cleaned the teacher's house in exchange for my lessons since we couldn't afford to pay her. Their support was sacrificial. They always believed in me. My first recording was in high school. I sang in a Youth for Christ choir, and they chose to feature one of my original songs on their album. Soon after, I was able to attend Anderson University by the grace of God in the form of a scholarship. It was there I took Songwriting 101 from Gloria Gaither. I left that class with tears many times because of how deeply I was moved by God's heart through her teaching. I would have attended all 4 years just for that class. I didn't know then how much my life would be affected by it, but I know now. I saved the final requirement for my degree, an internship in the music business, for last. I knew the Lord was calling me to move to Nashville, and I wanted to do the internship there. The week before I was to move, I had no job, car, apartment, health insurance, or internship. Still, I knew I had to go. Within a week, all those things fell into place in a God-orchestrated way I couldn't understand.